My girlfriend says she deserves better than me. I, 24M, was in a 5-year relationship with Kate, 23F. She was my first real love, my high school sweetheart. We'd grown up together, navigating life's milestones, prom, graduation, even discussing marriage. I knew Kate was out of my league. She's stunning, funny, and loved by everyone who meets her. I worked hard to make her feel special and loved, earning a double major while she completed cosmetology school. We had plans: move in together after graduation, start saving for a house, and eventually get married and have kids. Everything seemed perfect until Kate started her new job at a salon. At first, I was proud of her. She was finally working in her dream field. But it wasn't long before her coworkers began making snide comments. Things like, "Why are you with him? You could do better," or "You're way too pretty to settle for someone like that." Kate brushed it off, reassuring me they were just joking. But over time, she started hanging out with them more, staying late after work and even canceling our dates. One night after a wonderful dinner date, Kate blindsided me. She confessed her coworkers' comments were getting to her, making her question our relationship. "Maybe they're right," she said. "Maybe we're not meant to be together." I couldn't believe it. After everything we'd been through, she let a group of shallow acquaintances plant doubts in her mind. I told her I needed time to think, left her apartment, and walked home in a daze. A few hours later, she called and texted, apologizing profusely. She begged me to talk to her, saying she'd made a mistake and didn't want to lose me. She promised to quit her job and cut ties with those friends. But I didn't reply. I needed space to process what had happened. For the next few days, I went radio silent, ignoring her calls and texts. Mutual friends and family started getting involved, worried something had happened to me. A few even called the police to perform a wellness check. I stayed away from my apartment, spending time at a friend's place to clear my head. When I finally agreed to meet Kate, it was at her parents' house. She broke down the moment she saw me, apologizing over and over. Her parents, who have always been like family to me, sat quietly, letting us talk. Kate admitted she felt pressured by her coworkers and didn't know how to handle their constant remarks. She promised there was no one else involved and even offered her phone for me to check. I told her the real issue wasn't just her doubts, it was the betrayal. She allowed other people to plant seeds of insecurity about us when I'd spent years proving my love and commitment. Then, I pulled out the engagement ring I'd been designing for months. It was custom-made, with our birthstones forming a heart and surrounded by diamonds. There was even space for additional stones to represent future children. Her parents were visibly upset, and Kate sobbed uncontrollably. I told her I needed time, 3 months of no contact, to figure out what I wanted. She agreed, though it was clear she was devastated. In those 3 months, I focused on myself. I went to therapy, worked hard at my job, and reconnected with friends. Meanwhile, Kate quit her job, cut ties with her coworkers, and started therapy herself. She tried to show me through her actions that she was serious about changing. Despite our no-contact rule, we ran into each other at mutual events. It was awkward and painful, but I stayed strong. I still loved her, but I wasn't sure if we could rebuild what we'd lost. Then life threw me a curveball. A few weeks ago, I started experiencing intense migraines, which led to a seizure. I was rushed to the hospital where doctors discovered I had a brain tumor. They believe it's operable, but it's still terrifying. Kate found out through mutual friends and showed up at the hospital with her family. She's been by my side ever since, helping me through appointments and comforting me on the worst days. We've had long, honest conversations about our relationship, my health, and the future. I don't know what's next for us. Part of me still loves her deeply, but I'm scared of getting hurt again. For now, I'm focusing on my upcoming surgery and recovery. Kate's family has offered to let me stay with them during my recovery, and I've accepted. I've learned that life can change in an instant. If you're reading this, hug your loved ones a little tighter. You never know when everything you know could be turned upside down.